To win here this afternoon to, well, put themselves on equal points with the Eastern Suburbs, but Suburbs, well, they'll be very desperate too, Noel, in this last quarter, because they need to consolidate their top three position. So I think you'll find that the margin of, let's have a look, it's
68 plays
24. 44 plays 68, 24-point margin.
Yeah, well, there you go. Ronnie Brown's made a mistake on the scoreboard. Now, I've never seen that happen before. Once it happened out at Grovedale, where Ron made a mistake, a game between Grovedale and South Bowen, and Ron had the wrong side winning. The scoreboard.
Well, I said they were very, very good losers. They were all jumping up and down, and I couldn't understand why.
Bowen's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch are going to bring us the last quarter here at Richmond Crescent. And I'll tell you what, Ron, very impressed with the crowd here today. I know there's no GFL football. Huge crowd here today.
That is terrific, Noel. And if you'd like to turn to your page 12, the Car Ranch, quality tested vehicles from $1,000 to $15,000. David Primmer's the boy. Give him a call.
I did. I spoke with Gus yesterday. I was talking to him on the phone. He took his kids to the zoo. How about you?
24 points the margin. Can the Suburbs get back? Umpire Clifford commences play. Evans does well for the Tigers. Kicks quickly up to centre half forward, but the radar comes out. Alan Rundle hits the ball flat stick. Kicks it quickly. Not a good one. Falls straight in the arms of Christian Highland. Plays on quickly. Justin out of side. Marks and plays on. Kicks up to half forward, and Thomson players getting away from their Suburbs opponents. And I think you'll find that that's Chrissy Martin takes the footy. High flyer there was McFarlane for the Tigers. Couldn't take the footy there in the pocket. It's off hands and rushed through for a minor score.
The players stopped. They could have even prevented that point. The Eastern Suburbs players, three of them out the back of the pack, just stopped. As you see Steve-O with the football, bringing it in from that full-back position from that point. This time he comes up into the... it's a beautiful kick. No mark taken, but Carl Jew picked the football up. He was wrapped up. This time it comes out to that Eastern Suburbs boy there in Murray Stevenson, and the umpire said, "Give it to me, boys, and we'll have a ball up." There's a bit of how do you do there, and the umpire didn't want to know about it, threw the ball straight up in the air, which is a good idea. Justin got the tap out. Got into the path of, comes back to where Justin got the football. Carl Jew pressures his opponent. There in Andrew Gardner. Oh, his coat hanger. Thank you very much, umpire. I haven't seen a coat hanger for a long time, Ron.
No, it's been a while coming. Just right on the scene there, umpire McLaughlin.
Christian Ireland with the football.
Yes,
still in his head though, Ron.
Yeah, it's okay. Just changed shape a little bit. It's okay. As we see now, the kick up into the pocket. Looks there to the leading McFarlane, who's got up a little gingerly. That left ankle is still giving him a little bit of trouble, but it hasn't affected his goal-kicking prowess this afternoon.
Certainly has not, Ron.
4-2 for the match. Not a bad evidence and a half.
That's pretty straight kicking.
Boundary throw in. Christian Smith does well. Opportunity here, Andy Gardner.
Oh,
shot at goal from 30 metres under pressure. Just misses. Thomson doing all the attacking early stages of this final quarter. 3 minutes gone. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies bring us the term.
We're on Country FM 89.1 on your dial, bringing you country football. Ron, why?
Why? Because GDFL football is country football at its best. No?
Beautiful. That's it. As we see running onto the football, the number 27 Guernsey and Rick Humphrey, and he goes onto his right foot and pops it up to the full forward zone, and he's missed to the right, and it's gone through for 1 point, but he was on the boundary line. That would have been a miraculous goal if he had pumped it through, Ron.
Yeah, certainly would have, Noel, and, not good signs for the Suburbs. Early stages of the final quarter, 26 points the margin.
Oh, Jude, let the football go. Comes out to where we see the Thomson boys wrap up the Eastern Suburbs boy, and the umpire said there is a free kick to go to Michael Leary because the football was held onto and there was no effort to get it out. Michael Leary kicks the football. Kicks the football out of the wing. Nobody can take it. Gardner can, though. That's Andrew. He kicks it into the full forward zone. Coming out strongly for Eastern Suburbs as their defence. Nobody's got the football. In they go hard. Oh, over the top. A free kick this time will go against the 52 Guernsey, and Shane Withers. Carl Dew comes up with it. He gets it back to his teammate. Kicks it out to the wing. Going to be too wide. And the umpire said, no, there's going to be a mark to be paid there, this time to Clissold on the ground. Clissold kicks a football into the centre of the ground. Nobody can take it. It comes to Timmy Gardner. He gets a football forward over the top of Cowan's head. Steve-O runs onto it. Cowan's able to butter up, and the umpire said, bad luck, it's gone over the boundary line. That was pretty agile for a big fella to do what he just did there.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Turned himself inside out, and he's got up limping. Hope he's okay, Ron, he's kicked 4.
He'll be right. He'll be right. Good work, Christian Smith, the McFarlane. Lovely footy.
The sealer.
I think you'll find that could be the sealer. Christian McFarlane kicks his 5th. Left foot snap at goal was a beauty. No.
Oh, it was so. He ran it off the back of the pack. I reckon that was a team plan because the ball was tapped out of the back of the pack. He came around the back of the pack, picked it up, scooped around, swung round onto his left, probably his natural foot, I'd say, by looking at the way he kicked that, and he pumped it straight over the umpire's tit for tat. That's his hat, Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch are bringing us this last quarter, and that's Eastern Suburbs 6-8-44, trail Thomson 11-10-76. Final quarter.
Yep, time check. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock. 6 minutes gone. Lang having a run on the ball now for the Suburbs. Wins the tap, but it's all Thomson. Stein, quick hand pass there to Highland at centre-half back was good. Long kick up there looking for Christian Smith. Contested Weldon Smith. Ball ricochets to Humphrey, who kicked up to the goal square. The lunchbox. Lost his foot there, Andy Gardner. Good hand pass, though, to Plugger. Can he kick off the carpet? I think he can. Great work there from Shane Wimbridge under all sorts of pressure, but was good enough to get a handle on it and rush it through for a point.
11-11-77, Eastern Suburbs, 6-8-44 are in trouble here in the last quarter as we see the ball come out to where we see nobody take the football, going in strongly that time. Ducked his head for mine, but he's been paid the free kick, is Buckingham. He's going to report him for that.
I think the yellow card is coming out.
Well, I would have played that the other way. I reckon Buckingham should have got the free kick, but I must have missed something off the ball, Ron.
I'm not sure. Maurice Stevenson must have copped one in the breadbasket unknown to us or the umpire and retaliated and has been sent off.
I was watching the play, mate. Anyway, Shane Withers has got the football, and I really don't even think he was in that passage of play. I thought the free kick was going to Mark Buckingham.
And Withers with the footy. Goes short. Good work to Humphrey. Retains possession. Very wide though. Only 10 metres in from the boundary line. Good 55, 60 metres out. Long bomb up. Langley took the mark. Martin and Wimbridge do battle, but the ball and boundary line clash, and we'll have a throw in. About 20 metres out from the Thomson goal, who have got a handy 33-point lead. Early stages of this final quarter. McFarlane again, don't tell me. A quick snapshot at goal off the left boot, but is offline this time. 5 goals, 3. Christian McFarlane.
I'll tell you what, I'll never, ever, ever tip against Brett Revere again when the Thomson are involved. Ball comes into where Reuter led out, gets that 1-2 across. The ball's then kicked further afield by Fulston. Oh, nearly a good mark taken that time by Gardner. Nothing in it. It comes out to Rundle. Rundle goes up to the centre-half forward position. Nobody can take it, but running onto the football this time for the Eastern Suburbs is Craig McGough. Can't do anything with it. Spins around, running away from the goal, but he screws it back over his shoulder and puts it straight through. And that's Craig McGough's first goal for the Eastern Suburbs, boys. Probably still got time, but gee, it's going to take a mighty effort from here, Ron.
Yeah, it certainly will, Noel, and, bridges the gap by 6 points. It's now 7-8-50 Eastern Suburbs. They trail Thomson 11-12-78. 28 points the margin. Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch final quarter scoreboard. Time check shows, Noel, 9 minutes have gone. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies time clock.
Big ask.
Big ask, but still, there's a good 15, 16 minutes, maybe 18 minutes of footy remaining.
Reuter again. This time it's sharked again by Gardner. Unbelievable. Why don't they wake up to that? Anyway, Christian McFarlane ends up with it. He gets it across to the running Menzies, who's wrapped up. Nothing in that. O'Leary too high, wrapped up again. This time Andrew Atchison ducks his head. The advantage has got to be paid to him, and he's put it straight through the middle, if you don't mind, Andrew Gardner. Beautiful football.
Christian Highland, actually, no.
Christian Highland,
you were
47.
very close. 47
Christian
it
Highland,
was.
I'm going for 49.
No,
So
you were close.
he knew he had his head yanked off.
He did. And kept running because he knew he had the free kick. And
60 metres there.
yeah, finished it off nicely with that drop punt and a very nice goal from a very polished footballer and midfielder for the Thomson Tigers, Christian Highland.
And I'll tell you what, he was smart. The way he kicked the ball, there was no one in the goal square. The ball didn't make the distance, and it bounced through beautifully, Ron.
Well, Christian was our guest video best performer in round 12, so having a good year is the assistant coach for the Thomson Tigers.
12-12, 84. Thomson leading Eastern Suburbs 7-8-50, and that's on the Car Ranch and Beaumont's Pies and Cakes scoreboard in the finals quarter. This time we see Alfie Domenico get the football out. And it goes up to his teammate there in Robbie Reuter. Robbie Reuter kicks it up to where we see with the football.
Yeah, the lovely lead there, Brett Loughton it was.
Brett Loughton, number 2, Guernsey. He's about to kick this, right?
Yes, distance shouldn't be a problem. He's 45-degree angle, eh?
45 out, 45-degree angle. Distance is not a problem. Neither is the accuracy, right? Straight over the umpire's tit for tat for Robbie Reuter's, Brett Loughton, sorry, his third goal. And it's not over yet as we hear the spectators yelling out. 8-8, 56. Thomson 12-12, 84. Beaumont's Pies and Cakes final quarter scoreboard along with the Car Ranch. So I tell you what, there's 4 goals for in this game. Still not taking a big effort, but the scoring's starting to come a little bit easier now, Ron, for some reason. Why?
Yes, it is for players. Just probably getting a little bit tired. As our cameraman, Brett Revere, just shakes the hand.
Reuter again, straight down to Thomson every time, Ron. You can just about pick it now, can't you?
Yep. Pack of players have formed, though, in the middle of Richmond Crescent, and umpire Clifton will bounce down. As must be very frustrating from Mickey Thompson, the coach's point of view, having a winning ruckman, but unfortunately they haven't been able to capitalise. But Robbie Peter Laggett quickly kicks up there looking for McGough. He can't pick it up though, and Stein does well, just runs it along the ground there looking for Menzies, keeps it in play, hotly pressed there by Sean O'Leary, and umpire Clifton said no, he didn't have the footy. Glenn Menzies, I should say Dale Menzies, gets the free kick now for the Thomson side at member side halfback. Goes to the centre of the ground, looks there for the rubber man, Andy Atchison, doesn't let him down and takes a nice grab.
Had a nice game, Ron.
Certainly has.
There's me mate again, Christian Highland, who I called Andrew Gardner. The football. Is that correct?
Correct.
Justin from 50. Bang. Right on the 50-metre line he's kicked that. It's not going to make the distance. Reuter thumps it away. But, Sharking, it was Rundle. He can't do anything with it. It's come back to where we see that number 8 Guernsey, but Thompson get wrapped up in McFarlane. He's looking for his next goal. This time it's Steve-O gets the ball away. Oh, dropped by Jew. No, it's not Jew. Oh, there's a trip, and that's 50 metres.
Allenson.
The trip is 50 metres. Robbie Clifton.
Yes, it is.
Umpiring.
It is.
Part of the book rules.
Accidental or
Doesn't
not.
Matter.
Doesn't matter.
He didn't mean it, actually.
No,
right. He didn't. That's Allenson. He was very quiet in the first half.
Because he was on the bench now.
That's what I said to you. He was very quiet. He wasn't even yelling out. He's got a microphone down there and he wasn't even yelling out.
A lovely kick of the football is young Allenson. Up there looking for Loughton. He traps it. He got out of the tackle nicely. Goes inboard with a hand pass to McGough, who shoots at goal from 45. The high ball sits right on the square line, and a nice mark taker there, Grant Skinner. The Thomson defender goes out wide to the members' side. Mickey Gann gives him an opportunity, and he finds him. Gann hasn't got a lot of choices. Now picks out Timmy Gardner. That's where he heads. Buckingham, back of the pack. Wimbridge, good work. Inboard to McGough was good footy. Craig McGough now from 55. Lead O'Leary ignored. Loughton. Skinner is the only man in the square.
Do you reckon he's having a shot?
I think he is.
Oh,
nice looking kick, but it's not going to reach as Skinner does pretty well in defence for the Tigers and knocks it through for a minor score for the Suburbs.
8-9, 57, 12-12, 84. Eastern Suburbs trailing. Thomson on the Beaumont's Pies and Cakes in the Car Ranch scoreboard as we see the ball. Beautiful kick brought back into the centre of the ground, and that number 30, 23 Guernsey there, and Ian Evans, Thomson Ruckman takes it. He kicks it out to the far wing, where we see running onto it. This time it's Christian Highland. He twists and turns, gets around.
Skinner.
Gets across to Skinner, kicks it up there, but Michael O'Leary comes out and takes a lovely mark for the Eastern Suburbs boys in defence.
It's an option here with Andy Reuter in the middle of the ground. Yeah, unattended. Takes the footy at centre half back. Just takes a bit long to use the ball. Looks to Buckingham, but he's surrounded by taller timber. Knocked away from him. Comes to ground where Timmy Gardner held off it. Support Christian Highland. Works hard at it. Still with it. Tries to get it out. Can't do so. And it's stolen out by Allenson. Quick hands to Rundle. Takes too long. Rundle, great tackle.
That was the old Timmy McGrath tackle from last night, mate.
Yeah, it was a beauty. Chris Martin goes inboard. Looks there to Withers. Good work to the run of Timmy Gardner. Looks to half forward in front. Cowans. Too strong.
Did he kick that far?
Well, if he kicked from good 55...
He would be.
Distance won't worry him, I wouldn't think, because he's a long kick of the ball. That's no exception. It's a beauty.
What a kick.
He's kicked out a good 55, but the ball just drifts to the right side of the big stick. Mark Cowan's pretty good day. 4-2, his personal tally. And the Tigers now move to 12-13-85, letting the Suburbs 8-9-57.
Oh, great mark taken that time by Andrew Atchison from the kick-in from Carl Dew, and he's taken it over. An Eastern Suburbs player there. It was just a fantastic mark. He's gone short from the lead from Justin. Hits him right on the chest, and it's not Justin. It's Christian Smith. And he'll be lining up for his 6th goal for the afternoon. And he's on a 45-degree angle, and we're right behind his kick.
Christian Smith.
And he's kicking from Christian Smith, sorry.
You're thinking of McFarlane. The two Christians have got you all confused.
That's because I'm a pagan. I'll tell you who is a pagan, Dennis. He got a pumping last night by 10 points. We're right behind him, 45 out, 45-degree angle, and all he's got to do is run straight, and he's running to the left, Ron. He's running to the left. Is he?
Yes, he is.
That's where it'll go. He's hooked it back. Straight through the middle. Thank you very much, Christian Smith, after taking probably what I would consider to be the mark of the day. There you go.
Good call, Noel Fanning.
And that was taken over the top of Buckingham from Eastern Suburbs. But that's football, and those things happen. Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch are bringing up the last quarter here. Eastern Suburbs 8-9-57, and that was the sealer, 13-91. The only thing that we've got to do now is make sure that Ronnie Brain doesn't eat all the cakes and lollies that are in the caravan. And we've also got to do a time check, Ron.
Yeah, sorry, no, time check. It's ticking along, isn't it? Let's have a look. It's about 18 and a half minutes.
Well, it is ticking along, yes, as we said before. Roy, hey, again, action replay. Reuter to McFarlane. McFarlane's got it across to his teammate, the other Highland, and Highland played on through the advantage. Got it to Cowans. Cowans is brought down by O'Leary from behind, and that's correct. Yeah, pay the advantage, Robbie Clifton. Good boy. As we see clearing for the Shane Wembridge, clearing for Eastern Suburbs, and he put it out there where we see Lang on the outer wing. He does one of those Barry Walker kicks, Ron. What do you call it?
An up and under. But it finds the target. Sean O'Leary runs into the footy. It takes the easiest of chest marks in front there of Andy Atchison. Kicks the footy long, looks for the high flyers. Loughton in front, knocked away from him. Delmonica well up the ground, kicks around the body, was okay. And Robbie Reuter takes the chest marker out to 55 metres out from goal. Looks to the lead. Oh, good footy. McGough takes it, but the umpires made him go back and have another kick.
He's got to move that 3.5 centimetres to the right this time.
Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's what they do, though.
A real disadvantage. Now he's forced Reuter this time.
It's pedantic, Ron.
To have a shot at goal. It's a lovely looking kick off the boot, right up there to the teeth of goal. It's off the Pack's hands, and it rushed through for a minor score to the Suburbs, and a very costly judgment by the umpire.
Was so. It was a very costly mistake over there, as we see the ball brought back into play. Running onto it beautifully that time was the Thomson boys, and they get it up the forward line, but it's going to be blocked off that time by Allenson. I can't understand why this bloke wasn't on all day. He gets into the centre of the ground. Reuter gets a long handball across to his teammate there in the number 9 Guernsey. I can't see who it was.
That was Hood, yeah. Quick hand pass to Shane O'Leary, or I should say Sean. But again, they're breaking down at half forward. The Thomson half-back line has been impassable all afternoon. Great effort there, Atchison. Goes out wide. Looks there for a teammate. Martin, who's been good since coming on the ground. Kicked off the carpet by Skinner. He runs straight at it too and put Rundle down as he kicked the ball. But finds O'Leary at half forward. O'Leary now gives the hand pass to the run of Shane Wembridge. Gets in half forward. Looks to Loughton. He can't trap it. Robbie Reuter can, but his kick is an absolute shocker. And he's kicked it out of bounds.
He had the bias on the wrong side of the ball.
The right forward pocket. Time just ticking along.
The bias in bowls. Understand what I'm talking about?
20 minutes gone, though, of the final quarter. It was by Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Tar Ranch. Evans does well from the throw. He's got it to the direction of Dale Menzies. Under pressure from Robbie Reuter, who traps it, but there's nobody home for the Eagles. And it's all Thomson, as Jason Stein has a picnic. He has 2 bounces. Then he elects to go 3. He's got O'Leary chasing. He just chips over the top and picks out Grant Skinner at centre wing. Good football from the Thomson defender.
I'll tell you what, they used to call him Clanger as a wicket keeper, Steiny.
Well, Skinner's kicked to half forward. Right. Pack of players have formed. Over the ball there was
could have been
Martin. It was okay though. Highland ended up with the footy. Looks up there, 1-on-1. Cowans and Stefanowski. Cowans won the battle, but he shot at goal on the non-preferred side. His right foot was a little worm burner, but well offline.
Wasn't that a contest of strength between Cowans and Stefanowski then?
It certainly was.
Stefanowski brings it in, goes to Fulston, who came on from the interchange bench. He goes short into the 19 Guernsey there in Shane Wembridge. Wembridge takes 1 bounce, goes to the outer side of the ground as Justin puts him off, hits Reuter on the in the arms. Reuter goes further down the ground and finds his teammate in Hood. Hood with the football on the half-forward flank, gets a handball across, puts his teammate. They've done this a lot to Sean O'Leary. He goes around the corner. Nobody can do anything. Timmy Gardner, just through sheer determination and strength.
He stole it. Yeah. Absolutely just ripped it off the bloke's arms. And he was good enough to get it to Martin, who's kicks to half forward. Lang in front there of Cowan. That was a brave move, but he got it to O'Leary, was good. Jacko went to hand pass, then elects to kick long, and it's a beauty. Up to centre half forward, but oh, good mark. Good mark, Jason Stein. I think you'll find, yes it is. And the back pocket defender for the Tigers does well.
Catches the football better than he caught a cricket ball, Ron.
Certainly does. Hand pass to Harris was okay.
The fetlock.
And Alan Rundle marks it, but he's not well. Hand pass to Delamonica. That's that right knee, I think, of Rundle's.
Menzies with the football, takes 1 bounce, takes 2 bounces. Goes over the top to his teammate there, and he just turns around nonchalantly and puts through his 6th goal for the afternoon. This time, Christian McFarlane. I've got me Christian's right. Is that correct?
Yeah, you've done a great job, and what a lovely goal, Christian McFarlane. A real class act.
Thomson, and Radar Rundle is limping off the ground. He's done his fetlock. As we sell Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch scoreboard, bringing us the final quarter. Eastern Suburbs 8-10-58. Make Brett Revere smile with 14-98, and they've played without their coach and...
Yeah, they're probably better, one of their more senior wingmen in Terry Nankervis this afternoon. So the Tigers breathing down these clubs above them with plenty of venom in the fangs of the Tiger.
I'd say those clubs above them would be starting to worry coming into the finals.
Well, they are running Premier's Night.
There it is again, Reuter 2.
Yep.
Gardner. Happened 8 times.
There you are. Gardner having a picnic today. Oh, Humphrey was steamrolled there by Carl Dew.
It was a fair bump.
High tackle. Yes, it was.
And I'm glad to see the umpire didn't do anything stupid and pay Humphrey a free kick.
No. Fair bumps are fair bumps, and I don't mind them. But the high tackle on Robbie Reuter has been rewarded against Christian Smith. Reuter just tips it inboard to Fulston.
He's playing all right, this boy.
Yeah. Midfielder just chips over looking for Lang and finds him centre half forward.
Oh, yeah, Robbie Clifton anticipated that mark, the umpire. And,
yes, he's a naughty boy.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that in umpiring. He's done it, though.
Nice kick, Lang up there looking for Allenson. Couldn't take the mark, but was good enough to get the hand pass over to McGough. Runs in from 30 metres and kicks it.
Yes, he has. Very good, Ron. Very good call. And you're not even behind the flight of the ball.
No, the active one.
Oh, is that right it is? Of course I forgot about that. As we see on the car ranch bringing us this last quarter in conjunction with Beaumont's Pies and Cakes. Final quarter, 9-10-64 Eastern Suburbs. Trailing Thomson 14-14-98, and Ron, the time we've been travelling in this quarter, it must be getting close to its close now.
Just approaching time on, Noel. 25 minutes have gone of this final quarter.
There it is again!
This time Christian Highland has got it from Reuter. Must be very frustrating for the big fella. Is Highland's kick now. Looks there to Cowan, to bounce, not a good one. O'Leary was there, knocked it forward, but now opportunity. Smith to Andy Gardner. His high ball makes it hard for his teammates up in the goal square. Now, Stefanovski, cool in the crisis. Takes one step and kicks long out there. Oh, adjusted up high. Couldn't take the footy. Highland pulled off the ball. And
is that Lang getting up?
Allenson has been penalised as yet. Peter Lang just picks himself up a bit slow after that pack of players formed. And we see now Highland drives the Tigers into attack. Looks there to Cowan in the pocket. But good work, Johnny Stefanovski's battled hard all day. Knocks it out of bounds. Left forward pocket. About 20 metres from the Suburbs, I should say the Thomson goal.
Yeah, the ball's been thrown back in. This time we see that number 1 Guernsey whip a handball out. That was a beautiful bit of play from Christian Smith. He got it straight across to Shane Withers, and Shane Withers just went bang and nearly hit Clive Haywood in the face with it.
Well, Withers kicks his first, Noel, and brings up 100 points for the Thomson side here this afternoon. Have totally eclipsed the home side. And
it's a very good shot that Brett Revere, if your listeners at Country FM can see the shot that Brett Revere's got on the screen, it's a very good one. It shows the jubilation of the Thomson Tigers kicking their 15th goal and the disappointment of the Eastern Suburbs Eagles as they see that go through on Beaumont's Pies and Cakes and the Car Ranch final quarter scoreboard. Eastern Suburbs 9-10-64. 40 points down now on Thomson, or 15-14, 104, and the game's all over after a very even first 3 quarters, Ron.
Yes, it certainly is, Noel, and just looking back at round 5.
Happened again. Reuter got the football.
On that
Thomson got it back, and there was a throw in there, but the umpire didn't pick it as we see the Bear take the football. This time the ball was brought out of the centre of the ground by the boy who kicked the last goal, Shane Withers. Up they go, and a lovely mark taken up there for Thomson through the agency of Chris Martin.
Yes, interchange player who came on late in that second quarter has been good. He's 45 metres out, 45-degree angle.
So Peter Lang want to walk away a bit. It's a bit close.
Well, the drop punt, it's a lovely-looking kick off the boot. I tell you what, he might have put it through. Yeah. Like Haywood says, yes, he has. Great goal, Chrissy Martin.
Very good. Very good. It was it was a great bit of work. And once again, Ron, from that last centre bounce, it was Reuter that won the tap down, and it was brought out by Shane Withers, and they got it up to Chris Martin, who made no mistake. And this time we will see if Andrew Reuter must be frustrated. Beaumont's Pies and Cakes, the Car Ranch final quarter scoreboard. Eastern Suburbs 9-10-64. Thomson going away now convincingly 16-14, 110. Just observe this centre bounce again, Ron.
Reuter. Highland.
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
They're standing where he's hitting it. Why don't Eastern Suburbs stand there?
I'm not sure, but Dale Menzies doesn't mind, because he's driven the ball up there, looking for the high flies. It's over Cowan's head and mopped up well there by Alfie Delamonica. Goes out wide. Allenson has been okay. Looks out wide again, and the lead of Sean O'Leary has marked the footy at centre wing. Looks to Peter Lang. Comes out, and he takes the mark. Allenson mops up well for the Suburbs. Hand pass over the top to Buckingham, who clashes with Skinner. That was good work. Now the loose ball spills to Timmy Gardner, who's strong at half-back. Kicks to centre of the ground. Loose ball. Opportunity there for Evans, who's been good. Martin, his opponent. Top his hands and out of bounds. And Shane Evans has really battled hard all day today at half-back for the Suburbs. But a bit of a lone hand from him, because at the minute, Thomson leading by 46 points. Valuable percentage, mate.
Good lighting here too, Ron. They'll nearly need it.
Ian Evans has got the possession of the ball from that umpiring free kick. Kicks it down to the 50-metre line. Lang mops up well, gives it to Delamonica, who's just a little chip kick, finds Allenson, who kicks the footy long, but I think he's been a bit wide as he was pushed as he kicked, and it's out of bounds on the full. And Clissold, Stevie Clissold takes the footy.
Play on. That was a good call by the umpire.
Yep, did well, but it was well collared there by Timmy Gardner. Atchison off a standing start. Lovely kick up there looking for Martin. Couldn't take the mark, but goes back in after it again. Good work from the youngster. Hand pass intercepted by Dew. He was well collared by Smith. Christian Smith it was, whose hand pass to Justin. Not a good one. And again, it's out of bounds at that left half forward. A good 70 metres now from the Thomson goal, who had this round 14 match of the day for the GDFL footy all wrapped up.
They do so as we see Evans get a tap down. It comes down to where we see Fulton get the handball out wide. This time nobody can do anything with it. Coming through strongly for Eastern Suburbs was Alfonso Del Monico, and the ball has beaten everybody as it went over the boundary line. And it's going to be thrown back in, and we're on the centre wing out on the outer side of the ground here. Reuter again, and who sharks it? Thomson, thank you very much. It's been a instant replay all day that they haven't been able to, and this time we see Clissold with the football. He goes high, wide, and handsome, and he just kicks it into centre forward, really not looking for anyone. Dale Menzies said, I'll have that, and he just gets a handball where he kicked it behind handball behind Justin, and caught for mine at that time, Christian Highland, but he really didn't have prior opportunity, and the umpire made the correct decision. 30
and a half minutes gone, Noel, of the final quarter. Thomson doing it comfortably, 16-14, 110 lead. Eastern Suburbs, 9-10-64. And the clash of the suburbs going Thomson's way again as they eclipse the Eagles in their round 3 encounter earlier in the season
Eagles well. I call this the Eagles number 2.
Okay. Alrighty.
I won't go into why.
Okay. Suburbs now got the ball at half back. Under pressure. Justin overran it. Allows now Allenson the hand pass to Lang. Back to Allenson. The younger legs. Runs his full term. Hand pass over the top to O'Leary was good. Back to Allenson again. I think, no, that was Hood. Hood's kick, a good one. And Lucas, who's been moved to the forward line, comes out and takes a nice mark to the Eastern Suburbs side. Strapped up like a racehorse is Lucas. On that left knee. The distance shouldn't be a problem, Ron. He's probably only shooting from 30 metres out. Yep. He's on a fairly acute angle. And he's missed it all. Mark. But a lovely mark's been taken by Brett Loughton. Well, he's on the wrong side as well, being a left footer. But Brett's a pretty talented young footballer, and he'll probably do the banana bender, let's say. Now, he's just looking. He'll probably, if anything, he could feed off to a player in a better position if he can spot one. As we see a handful of St Mary's players sitting right behind him. And he can. You're right, he did exactly what you said he'd do. There it is. That's all over for the Eastern Suburbs side today. As Graham Hood now comes in. He hasn't spotted the scores this afternoon. Yes, now. His left foot kick, I think you'll find on the siren, is all clear. But too late, she cried. And a very convincing victory here this afternoon, Noel, for the Thomson Tigers, which will make our cameraman technician, Brett Revere, very happy. Oh, don't give him a wrap-up, mate. Hey. I'll go through the Eastern Suburbs goal kickers. Brett Loughton kicked 3. Craig McGough kicked 2. Graham Hood kicked 1. Robbie Reuter kicked 2 in the first quarter. Sean O'Leary kicked 2 for Thomson. Christian Smith kicked 1. Christian McFarlane kicked 6 in a fantastic effort. Dale Menzies kicked 1. Chris Martin kicked 1. Christian Highland kicked 1. Andrew Gardner kicked 1. Shane Withers kicked 1. Mark Cowan, the full forward, kicked 4. Better players, I'll do Eastern Suburbs, Ron, and you can do the winners if you like. Yep. None tried harder than Alan Rundle, the number 1 Guernsey. Absolutely sensational. I would also think that Craig McGough had a go, kicked in nice goal. Up there, Brett Loughton gave them something, kicked 3 goals, but it just probably wasn't quite enough. Graham Hood came on, he kicked a goal, but that's about all he did for the afternoon.
Andrew Reuter, what a superb lone hand that guy played in the ruck. He just won every ruck cup out bar about 3 for the day. But unfortunately, he must be the most frustrated footballer out there, because the Thomson boys had his measure every time he won the tap out. They just sharked it, and for mine, I can't understand why they couldn't work out where the Reuter was going to hit it, because he hit it to the same place. It wasn't as if he was varying his tap out. He was hitting it to the same place every time. And have a look at him there. He looks really dejected and disappointed, because they just lost everything in that. Peter Lang, the old stage himself, he covered a lot of territory. He looks tired now walking off the ground. But gee, I tell you what, he played a great game for mine. Shane Wembridge gave him a bit of drive, as Michael O'Leary did. Faded out of it in the third quarter after he was really dominating when Ron Brain gave him a burst in the second quarter, and then he must have heard Ron. He just got straight into it and did okay. Maury Stevenson played in and out. First quarter good, second quarter bad, third quarter not so good, and last quarter average. So he was sort of up and down. Alex Fulson came on from the bench, and I thought he was one of their better contributors after half-time. Simon Allenson was in a much similar position to that. Robbie Reuter kicked 2 goals, probably didn't do much else. Alfonso Delmonico, did a sensational job for them, I reckon. Did some hard work. Sean O'Leary kicked 2 goals and set another one up with a sensational kick out of the air. And really, they were just lethargic, in my opinion. And they were just beaten well and truly out of the centre.
Okay, well, look, thanks for those wise words of wisdom from you. I'm just going to get my composure, and I think we should go back to the studio for some of those lovely messages. And don't forget, Country FM is Country Football. Back shortly with the wrap-up of the Thomson Goal Kickers and Better Players.
All Sports Trophies' motto is, if they haven't got it, they'll get it for you. Talk to owners Brian and Sue today. They can easily design and individualise trophies or made-to-order spoons, pennants, key rings, badges, sashes and more. They also have Australian sandstone wedges and tepid column bases. Victoria's only outlet, now available to All Sports Trophies, 33 Seaside Parade, North Shore. Phone 52786202. All Sports Trophies are Country FM major sponsors.
Of the match today.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to Richmond Crescent, Noel, where we've seen quite an interesting afternoon of football.
You got that right. You called me Noel. Did he call me old?
Final scoreline here. Thomson, 16-14, 110 convincing victors here this afternoon over Eastern Suburbs, 10-10-70, a 40-point margin, Noel. Now, we've done goal kickers earlier. We've done
Eastern Suburbs
better players. Okay. Well, Thomson, they've had a great day. Christian Smith in that last half was terrific, setting up a couple of nice goals there for Christian McFarlane, who finished the game with 6 goals and was terrific at centre-half forward. Andy Hutchison, the rubber man, never puts a foot wrong, likewise ably supported there by Mark Harris and Jason Stein. Robbie Peacock a little quieter today. Chris Martin coming on doing well. Aaron Bradley, I thought, in the end beat Maury Stevenson after a very slow start, but congratulations to the youngster. Played quite a good game after quarter time. Rick Humphrey warmed up as the game progressed and had a lot of touches as well, midfield. Ian Evans, the ruckman, battled hard all day but was soundly beaten by Andy Reuter on a really great game from the big ruckman. Other good players, of course, Timmy Gardner was sensational. Christian Highland was very reliable and very creative around the ground. Likewise was Mark Cowan up forward with 4 goals and a good effort from him. And of course Andy Gardner, the lunchbox, was pretty busy up there resting in the forward pocket. All in all, Noel, I saw it this way, 3-2-1. I thought that centre-half forward's a pretty tough spot to play. You normally got one of the better players against you, and to come out and kick 6 goals free this afternoon, it was a match-winning performance, and I'm going to give best on ground today to Christian McFarlane. Great game from him. 2 votes had to be Tim Gardner because he's just got a heart of gold and he just never stops running and doing all the tough things in footy and setting up a lot of... And I must say too, you obviously listened to me, I spoke to him last Sunday at a pleasant Sunday morning at Thomson and suggested to him he'd be a lot better off if he used his first option rather than the second, third or fourth, because he tends to get himself all tied up and caught with the ball.
He
Today,
certainly used his first option today.
he did that, and congratulations, Timmy. That's why you've got 2 votes, because you listened to what I said and played a much better brand of footy. 1 vote, well, in a game with a 40-point margin, it's very sometimes rare to squeeze an opponent or a losing side in, but I thought Andy Reuter was terrific, the big ruckman, and I've given him 1 vote here this afternoon on a terrific game of football for the losing side. Noel, have you got a chance to do your votes as yet?
Yeah, I saw mine pretty similar. I gave Christian McFarlane the 3 votes without a doubt, and I gave 1 vote to the same fella. I gave 1 vote to the other Thomson boy in Timmy Gardner.
1 vote to Gardner. Who got the 2?
I gave 2 to Reuter. He just didn't knock up winning the ball in the air. He didn't knock up getting kicks around the ground. And the only thing that really let him down was the fact that he kept hitting the ball to the same place, and his teammates didn't wake up to it.
Okay, well now Timmy Gardner 3 and Reuter 3, so we'll go McFarland, Reuter and Tim Gardner for 3, 2 and 1 here this afternoon in what was, as I said earlier, a very convincing victory for the Thomson Footy Club. And I would suggest that the coach, Alan Richardson, who didn't play today, and chairman of selectors in Greg Burley, was delighted with the Tigers' performance, and congratulations to them, because I think you'll find that today's result will put the Thomson Footy Club into the 5, subject to the result of the Geelong West Anarchy game. And if Anarchy beat Geelong West, Thomson take West's spot. So percentage is going to be very interesting as well, Noel. There's only, let's have a look, 3 percentage points separating West and Thomson, who are on equal points.
Yeah.
And I'd suggest that 40-point margin here today will help that percentage along the way, and Thomson could see themselves in the final 5 on Monday morning.
Yep, I think you're right.
Okay, well, thanks, Noel, for a great job here this afternoon.
No problems. It was very good to join the guest video commentary team in conjunction with Country FM. Quite enjoyed it.
To Brett Revere, our cameraman technician, on behalf of the guest video team, terrific job again as usual.
Murray Carson downstairs doing all the sound work.
Yep, great job there, Muzza, and Yvette as well, just keeping us inspired up here in the box. It's been a delight as usual, and
all our sponsors today too have been fantastic.
All our sponsors, Country FM there, the studio boys, are doing a great job pushing the buttons back there on behalf of the guest video team and Country FM. This is Ron Brain signing off here from Richmond Crescent, where we've seen a great victory to the Thomson Tigers.